Hello everyone and welcome to this mod spotlight featuring the Clay Anky edit by Clay. So far we've seen two others of Clay's edits, that being the Trike and the pachyrhino. The Clay Anky, which just released today, is actually his 5th edit. So I do need to check out the other two as well. I was originally going to do all three together in one big video, but with the Clay Anky being far more involved, he's getting better at modding and programming as a whole. I didn't really want to cram all three into a single video. And as you can see, I'm on the Patreon server today. So let us go forth. I'm on Ragnarok. Let us go forth, summon our dear lovely Algriffin, and let us go search for some Clay Ankies. They are additional spawns, so they do not replace existing ones. You can find Clay Ankies, Greater Clay Ankies, and Vanilla Ankies all together. And just like the Clay Trike and the Clay Anky, no, Clay Greater Trike, the Greater Trike and Greater Anky do also have herding mechanics, so you can see pods of Ankies out and about, all defending each other, and especially defending the Greater Clay Anky. I have a feeling I'm going to get tongue-tied a lot today, so bear with me. But first things first, let us go forth and try to find some. Baby Quincy's! Oh my god, I just saw that, and these fall down. Hold on, what are they? Level 95, that's real. Why aren't they flying? Wow, first I'm actually seeing the baby flyers. Although, I have a thing they're supposed to fly. Oh, there you go. Well, you're definitely doing something. You both seem quite special. Well, that's going to be really confusing then if you ever come across a wild Quetz or any other flyer that says it's got babies and hasn't got any nearby. You're gonna have to go searching across the ground then. I think there may have just been a bit of bad luck, like maybe it rendered funny, but it's quite funny though to just see. Wow, I'm terrible at this today. That is quite funny just to see the two babies just, you know, there we go, fall to the ground. Wow, I am doing a really bad job with flying this griffin today. Ooh, whose base is this with the giant dragon? Oh, it's someone in my tribe. Who's it? You know what? I bet this is Saga. Just call it a hunch. Oh, this is cute. Oh, the cockatrice. This is definitely Saga's. Yeah, I recognize the cockatrices. She has these really beautiful coloured ones. Yeah, don't mind me, Saga, just crashing into your base. Oh, it's cute. Well, that's a really nice taxidermy. Oh, man, I want to play more. I want to play the game more. That is a beautiful big dragon. It's an ancient. Damn, well done. Ankies! Right, these all look like vanilla Ankies as far as I can tell. Getting attacked by a lot of saber teeth, but otherwise, yeah, all three. Is there like a 4th one anywhere nearby? No, so those are the 3 vanilla ones, but okay. Anky spawns, that's good to know. I've gone to like these islands first because like this one up here, I went there first, didn't really see a single like Anky or anything. I just feel like that these islands, when I played in the past, they typically seem to have had you know, primarily herbivorous spawns. Obviously the occasional carnivores. But that was... Oh, there they go. Oh, there they are. Oh, greater. 150 greater Clay Anky. Oh, they're really cool looking. And that, I feel like, is the new sound. If that is a new sound, it's definitely Mordekaiser. Oh, they look beautiful. They look really cool and really quite intimidating. Are they aggressive? Ooh, are you aggressive? No, like I feel like, you know, these have an aggressive vibe, you know what I'm saying? So I thought they probably were going to be, but no, they are not. Oh, but they look so cool. Oh, I love that. Right, so obviously this is the greater one. We'll check out the regular one as well, but since, you know, this is the one that the game has gifted me, I'm going to take one of these guys. So, in regards to taming, well, first of all, let's just get rid of the, oh, I didn't bring any weapons, did I? I've only got, well, I guess I've got my crossbow. Yeah, in terms of taming, I'm going to assume it's the same as a regular Anky. So, obviously, you know, like typical herbivore, knockout, and most like... Hold on, which one's which? Okay, I want to get rid of this one. Yeah, I'm assuming regular kibble. I'd have to assume. We'll find out very soon, very quickly. And thankfully, I mean, on the server, I do actually have a pretty insane crossbow, as you can see. So first of all, let's just land down. Let's go ahead and change up. And one thing I noticed, oh, never mind. I was about to say the other one didn't aggro, but it sure did. And I'm getting a debuff. Any description? Prevents running and jumping. Yeah, so that's the thing then. This is a debuff unique to the greater clay ankies, is that when it hits you with its club tail, to put it in Clay's words, it pops your kneecaps and prevents you from sprinting or jumping. This has no cooldown and can be refreshed, so it'll repeatedly slow you down and prevent you from sprinting and such, unless you simply don't get hit. That is a beautiful Gigaraptor. Where's the anky? Oh, there you are. Oh, you're partially in the ground. I mean, it is a big flat boy. I suppose it would have a bit of a weird time on the rather steep hills here. In terms of torpor drain, yeah, that all seems to be about the same as a regular anky. So yeah, otherwise, as long as you're just chilling, either in my case, flying with a griffin, which is absolute cheese, or I could just be running around on foot, or I could trap it. I will test as well later to see if a RG can carry the big ones. I would assume the RG can carry the small ones because RGs can carry regular ankylosaur. The greater one, I'm a little bit less certain on. Oh no, he's stuck! Well, let's just keep on shooting you while you're stuck then, shall we? Get some easy shots in a nice, very safe location. And any moment now, you should be falling asleep and collapse. Awesome. Oh, you're so cool looking. This is really nice. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's regular kibble. We're going to find out real soon. This server does have boosted taming. I think it's 3 times, if I remember correctly. I tend to have like fairly low boosted taming on my servers. So in other words, this isn't the regular times one that I do in all my other spotlights. But hey, it means I get to have fun and play on, you know, the actual Patreon server for a bit. Isn't that just my luck as well? I'm 150. I mean, I guess it is Ragnarok after all, but still. Oh, I was tapped out. I think it just took the first bite, and that took about 2 minutes. And again, I'm pretty sure I'm on 3 times taming, so 2 minutes, 150, 22% taming, 1 kibble. I'm sure there's some math to be done there. I'm not going to do it, but in other words, this seems relatively quick. Right, and there is our greater, oh, get the kibble. There is our greater clay anky. So, in the end, that took about 12 minutes on 3 times taming. Did confirm it is indeed 3 times taming. So, first things first then, let us... Let's not do that. I wanted to photo mode it. Not just instantly leave. Yeah, you can tell how incredibly used to hidden that keybind I am. Yeah, there's the photo mode. Okay, let's try that again then, shall we? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So let's get a proper look at it then. Like I said earlier, I will do a big comparison at the end. First things first, just check out the creature and play with it, but I will compare all of them, the variants and such, in a bit. But as we can see in the fog, yeah, overall, just a, excuse me, a much better iteration of the Ankylosaur. I will say, I just want to preface and say that I really do like Clay's edits, but I have to admit that I do have a very different style. Some people may like it, some people may not. They do have quite a different art style compared to the rest of the game. Those are, you know, quite convenient. Like Clay's got 5 of these now because the more there are, you know, the more there'll be and they'll fit together in conjunction. But my point is, right, that they do tend to feel quite different. This one, I think, is so far the most fitting one. This one feels really native to the game. I could imagine, you know, seeing these regularly in the game as like a default spawn. The little spikes on the neck is a thing unique to the greater anky, and that is just a really awesome touch. It just kind of helps make it feel, you know, just bigger, older, more rugged. It's really, really cool. And oh, don't do that again. Okay, and in regards to the saddles, what happened to my mitten? Hold on, my hand. Oh god, that's freaky. Anyway, yeah, hi. In regards to the saddles, so as we can see, the default Clay Anky saddle, which I'm sure he'll fix out the lack of an icon, is level 25. It's actually way lower than I expected. I guess it makes sense though, to be honest. I mean, I'm not opposed to that personally. The 36 is the regular Anky, and then the greater Anky, which we have right here, is level 60. And in terms of the saddle, which are all made in the smithy, by the way, this was made by yours truly. I nearly misclicked and left the game again. Here we go then. And I should note that all of this was sponsored by NMD. So, big credit to them. And he also suggested this idea for the saddle. So I wanted to go with a very vanilla styled saddle. I tried to make this really feel like a wildcard saddle, but NMD suggested adding some tools to it. So we have a pick, a climbing pick, because I mean you could climb in a cave and mine things. It's got magnifying glass and a axe. I did admittedly rip the meshes from the game, however I retextured the meshes myself, so they're, you know, a little bit different. That's a sack of metal ore. I'm really proud of that metal texture. That was all handmade. Minus the way it jiggles, a little bit strange. I'm quite proud of the saddle. I don't mean to glaze it. I really like Clay's Anky. It's really beautiful. Like I said, I think this is my favourite Clay edit so far. And I did say I wanted to see him make one, so thank you NMD for enabling it. But I am proud of the saddle. I think I might have really hit that vanilla wildcard vibe. I hope anyway. I don't know why the photo mode is so dark today, but we can see it all like here as well. Now then, in regards to the Anky itself, I'm pretty sure that both the regular one and the greater one are essentially just Ankylosaur clones. Oh! Minus the cosmetic roar, like cosmetic roar is new. Ooh, that's really cool. Yeah, so otherwise, I'm pretty sure they behave the same way. So they got like the same abilities. They can, you know, tail swipe, or use the club, obviously. They can right-click, bite, and gather berries. They are both excellent gatherers, so, you know, typical Anky, you want to go for metal and such. They do have a weight reduction to obsidian and crystal as well. I thought the regular one did too, but the fact that it was written in the mod description, you know, tends to imply that, oh, okay, this is like an additional change, so maybe the others didn't have that like I thought. So yeah, crystal and obsidian weight reduction. In terms of movement, so one thing I have noticed is that the greater Clay Anky has got it's got a very, very tight turn radius. Although you're not really ever going to be, oh, actually, hold on. I did it the one time, but not again. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So when you first start turning, it's actually quite gradual, but then if you like keep on going, you can spin aggressively. That's funny. But I was going to say that in regards to the turn radius, it's probably tighter than one would think for a ankylosaur, because, you know, ankylosaurs, they're big, sturdy rock tables, right? You'd think, oh, they'd be very slow and gradual. This is one of those rare cases I actually quite prefer that Clay has made it tighter than usual, because I think it's an ankylosaur, guys. We played ankylosaur for years and years. They've always been very slow, you know, which is fine for what it is, but it feels a bit outdated by now. I'm quite happy to see an Anky that just feels a bit nicer to use. Just like Edmontonia. One of the biggest draws of the Edmontonia is, you know, the strafing and the movement, and it just felt so much better to use compared to the vanilla Anky. Whee! My character is so vibrant on the Anky saddle, which, by the way, just like vanilla Ankylo saddles, you do tend to just, you know, sit up on the top of it, kind of like you're sitting on a table. So I did go with like that kind of idea, but, you know, just imagine that the player could be holding onto those little metal bars there. You know, they could be if they want to. They've got to like hold on and steady up. Right then, so typical. There was a whole bunch of creatures fighting here earlier. I guess they're all gone now. So let's see if I can find anything to fight. There's an RG all the way down there. Actually, that's a point. Can I mount or use weapons on the mount? Yes, I can. Lovely. Always handy. Kentro! Let's fight a Kentro! Yeet! Big smacks! And as you can see, every single time I hit it, it is getting that popped kneecap, as Clay described it, a popped kneecap debuff. So every time I hit anything, it slows them down and makes it harder for things to attack or harder for things to chase me, which it certainly is quite convenient. Oh my god, that was a... What the heck? Okay, I guess I'll just gather a ton of berries all around here. Oh my god, no wonder I just suddenly got the quest in one go. Crazy. Well, in any case, what I wanted to do... So yeah, I'm in a desert now, don't question it. Mutabara, I love Mutabara. They are just wonderful. Probably my favourite modded dino, like, seriously. And oh, 135. And I just really want to see something. I want to hit them, but oh. Okay, I thought that was chasing after me for a second then. Look at them! They're all just fleeing very, very slowly, and I feel bad because I love these guys so much, but now I can just chase it and nibble its tail. Oh my god, beware this scary, aggressive anky. And that's interesting. The wild Mutabura debuffed all the other wild creatures. Actually, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, that Paracel was also for a second then. I'm slowed the slower. The moth of fart can't reach me if I slow it first. Oh my god, that was a loud motorbike. Whee! Oh damn, the tail hit has got range. I didn't even mean to hit that Dominus, but I absolutely did. Okay, so here's something I want to try out then. There is a Zungariatherium right here, level 95. Forgot the name of the creature I made. So, one really cool thing about the Greater Anky. So the Greater Anky overall does have a couple of new additions. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty sure they're both pretty much as clones of the vanilla Anky, minus some, you know, convenient changes. But the Greater one does have some additional benefits. First of all, oh, it's not just a whole slowing thing. This whole, like, slowing thing is unique just to simply Greater Ankys. I'm gonna sit here and do nothing for a while. So reason why. So first of all, the Greater Anky's attacks can also bypass rock elemental armor. Now the first thing that makes me think of is all the way into when Astraeos releases, and there's that one, like, rock elemental bear, Bjorn I think his name was. I do wonder, like, if Greater Clay Ankys could be like a genuine candidate to fight Bjorn later on. That'd be all the way in Astraeos, so, oh, not Astraeos, Fjorda, all the way in Fjorda, that'd be quite a whiles off. But otherwise, the other benefit to these guys is Bulwark. Actually, Bulwark might be a thing on both of them. I need to check all this. Sorry, there's quite limited information. Bulwark stance will trigger when the Anky reaches 33% HP, so I'm just gonna sit here and wait while the Zung goes crazy on me. Although before anything, as you can see, the Zung is taking a little bit of reflect damage. Just a very small amount, but it is taking 4 damage every time it hits me. Oh, here we go. We're in Bulwark stance. There's no buffs to indicate it, but you can tell because I'm currently in this stance. So what is happening right now is that I should be taking less damage, although I don't think I actually am. I don't think the damage reduction worked. Well, what's supposed to happen is supposed to inflict low torpor to the Zung every time it hits me. I don't think it's working. It's supposed to take reduced damage, reflect some torpor, a small amount to the Zung, and especially the longer the Zung consecutively attacks me, the more reflect damage it will receive. So the idea is essentially, it's kind of like similar to the Doedek, where when the Doed gets to low HP, it shields up and it kind of deters creatures from attacking it. It's supposed to be the same case as the Greater Anky or the Clay Anky, except more aggressive. So rather than balling up into a shielded stance, it stances up into another shielded stance, but this time reflecting, you know, big damage back. But I don't think it worked is the only issue, because I did not notice an actual decrease in damage. A little bit unfortunate that. Horn. Yeah, I do know that Clay, bless him. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is his 5th release and the most, you know, the most involved one, the most features. But still, you know, he is new to this. I got a healing buff. Oh, there's Bulwark. It triggered, and I'm healing. He'll see all of this. He'll understand what's happening here. But my point is, right, is that he is new to this. These are all new mechanics. So, yeah, there's probably going to be a couple of things, like small errors here and there. I do know he painstakingly tried to get Bulwark to work. It was causing him issues in kit, which did delay the release quite a bit. Oh, poor thing. I wonder if maybe they tested it on a server or not. There's always that distinction between server and local or single player. Oh, poor guy. Okay, there's no Gigas or Karkaras, but there is a Desolar Titan. You are a level 20. Okay, that's cool. That should be able to do substantial damage to me. To my little Clanky. Oh, okay, or a Mantis. I guess a Mantis works as well. Actually, let's not have 2 of them. I think, oh! You know what? That's gonna work. Hi! I forgot they did that, and I'm so glad it didn't do it to me. Oh god, I'm scared now. Essence Eater, wait, what the hell's that? Wait, Essence Eater? What the hell did I just get? You ate an essence and are dealing increased damage. What? Isn't that from the Elder Claw? How the fuck did I get essence? Oh, someone's... Please explain that one to me. I really don't know, guys. Yeah, anyway, in any case, first of all, I forgot the death worms grab things. I'm so glad I didn't grab me, I grabbed the mantis instead. Not sure if that's luck or not, but second of all, cool, this works. Let's see if the Anky will stance up into bulwark stance this time. Just gonna sit back and tank it. Because you can't trigger bulwark stance, I can do a cosmetic roar. Which, you know, kind of looks similar to it, but that's about it otherwise. And for the record, bulwark stance can occur on wild Ankys as well. It's just like wild Dodex. It's again meant to be an incentive to prevent wild creatures from attacking them when they hit that stance, or alternatively, like you, the player, especially if it deals increased damage on consecutive hits. Here we go, bulwark stance is activated, and it is not working. I am still taking full damage. Okay, Clay will see this. My friend, I'm sorry in advance. I really am. I know you tried really hard on this, but Godspeed. Oh god, I can't cheat on the server. This is my real server. Die! Die! Wait, my crossbow does more damage. I killed it anyway, thank goodness. Okay, well, there's a freaking Desolatizer right there. Let's absolutely not. Seems good. Let's go ahead and just pop into melee then, shall we? Because you are actually going to be a very good gatherer. And let's go take a look, shall we, at all of the different, you know, side-by-side comparisons. Be a lot safer than being out here. Alright guys, here are currently the 4 ankylosaurs we have access to, and I really appreciate that the smaller clay anky and the vanilla anky are kind of, they're just, you know, kissing from moment then. What a difference these two are. Yeah, like I said, the clay anky really has to be my favourite, appearance-wise, and to be fair, I'd say mechanically as well, in terms of Clay's edits so far, and isn't that just an absolutely insane difference? As a big reminder, the whole thing about Clay's edits is that they are literally edits. These are made from the meshes of the vanilla creatures, hence why there's a lot of similarities, such as them both having the, those bigger shoulder blade horns, for instance. But yeah, so same meshes, he warps them and edits them and just kind of moves it around a whole big amount to get them to look so different, and then retextures them, because he does do like really amazing texture work. You can also see the difference in the faces there as well. The clay one has like a much more defined beak. I mean, yeah, the regular one you can see there, it's conveniently angled its face for us. It has a beak as well, but it's unpainted, it just feels a little bit strange. But as you can see also, the clay anky does have the same armoured arms and legs as the regular one does, but just kind of looks a bit more appealing. Oh, actually no, I guess it's just the same. I guess it's just the fact that it doesn't have its own colour region for the armour. Because on the vanilla one, the armour having colour region does make it look really out of place. It looks like it's got, you know, leather arm and leg armour. Look at them, they're adorable, them two. Whereas on this one, it just feels like it's a part of the creature, it's part of its skin. It's not a feature, it's just, again, a part of it. And then we compare it to the greater one, as we can see, much larger, but thus this also explains why you'll notice some warping in a couple of places, because it is literally a warped model. That is the entire appeal for this, and why Clay does these, because he is very, very capable of 3D modelling. Absolutely beautiful, amazing work. But by doing these kind of, you know, smaller, lighter edits, they're more fun for him, they're quicker, he can explore more the other parts of the pipeline instead, not focusing all of his time on the creature model. He can, you know, learn programming. Hence everything here all going on, which is just really, really cool. Some visual edits. Some visual differences, sorry, is like I mentioned earlier, the greater clay anky are the spiky necks and, you know, a bit around the belly as well. Oh, what about a club? Oh yeah, the club is, oh wow, I see. So the smaller one is just like the vanilla one, where it's got like the sort of morning star-esque appearance, whereas the bigger one, I think is technically more realistic and does just look very big and very hefty. I can see why that one will prevent you from sprinting and jumping, because, yeah, imagine getting hit by that. You're just being turned into dust. Utterly pulverized. Another visual difference is the lack of these shoulder spikes in the big one, which, you know, I think makes sense, actually. Otherwise, I think... Hold on, am I seeing that correctly? Oh, the arm and leg armour. Yeah, what I was just talking about, that's got colour region, the vanilla one. The arm and leg armour is actually proper segmented, so it is more of a feature, but again, doesn't look out of place. it's just there looking, you know, more armored. How cool. And then here's Edmontonia, just for comparison, because, you know, we had the two massive bony tables. Why not have them both here together? And yeah, you can certainly see quite a difference in regards to the two art styles, because one is a warped edit, a very beautiful warped edit, and the other one is, you know, straight up from scratch. But it is really cool to see them, and yay, we have, you know, finally another type of ankylosaur. Well, I say another type, we always had an Edmontonia, but just more ankylosaur options in general, because, you know, without Clay Anky and Edmontonia, by Garuga, of course, we otherwise just have the one singular, really tiny Anky, and that's kind of it. You are the only ankylosaur in this entire game. Very underrepresented family. There's a lot of others like that as well, don't get me wrong, it's not the only one. But it's just nice to see it addressed. Okay then, I don't think there's really much more. I guess what I could do actually is just quickly look at the Anky saddle on the smaller one, because I think they should have I think they should have some like slight differences. Yeah, the okay, so the tools have been taken off, which makes sense, but the magnifying glass is still there, at least part of it is. Okay, again, Clay will see this. But otherwise, yeah, you can see how the leather kind of stretches around the osteoderms, and of course, like these big ones just pull over it. I was very careful to make sure that the rope, you know, kind of slid between all the osteoderms and such. But otherwise, yeah, same idea altogether, and if you're wondering, my character's hidden. Right. I do think that's everything. There is, of course, the herding mechanic, which I guess actually that is the one more thing. Sorry, I keep saying we're nearly done, then I remember one more thing. Now, I'm not sure how often you'll actually see multiple ankylosaurs in a group together like this. Actually, it feels like they're kind of herding together already. At least them two are following each other. Oh, that's interesting. It's really behaving like a baby, where it follows quite tightly to it. In fact, I think they all are. Oh, that's interesting. Well, it's supposed to only be the case of the greater ones, I was quite certain. Oh, but they really feel like a pod though, like even if it's not there's a random one, so there's two other Ankys nearby. Anyway, I was just gonna say, even if that isn't behaving quite as intended, I don't think, that's still really cool to witness. And now, now they all are coming to defend that one random one that was coming in to, you know, join the party. But these two don't seem to care. Actually, no, they seem to be fleeing? Turning around? Kissing? Okay. Yeah, you do you. Wow, that raptor is obnoxiously tanky. Hello? Please die. Okay, there we go. That really took a while for that Anky to die. Okay, so now we have all these Ankys. Let's go ahead and check out the greater clay Anky. And that should now just change the way that they all behave. Just like with the clay trikes as well. And immediately we do... What's that one in the background doing? Yeah, go on, mate. You try. Just keep whacking that corpse. It's fine. They're all like in a little single file line. Okay, yeah, I think again there might be just some minor errors. This did literally release a couple of hours ago. I do want to stress that. So yeah, these are all going to get fixed, don't you worry. But even at the very baseline, even though it's a little bit buggy or not quite as intended at the moment, even at the baseline, this is still simply a better Anky. So I think definitely worth grabbing. And you get big cool ones like this, and you know, why wouldn't you want like a big scary table? Okay, now I'm done. Thank you all so much for watching, really hope you've enjoyed it. I will be checking out the other clay edits as well very soon, but yeah, this guy needed his own video and I'm glad I did that because that's been quite a bit to show. Alright, thank you very much, take care, have a wonderful day. Cheers.